Lisa. So, it's been a while since I posted on here, and I thought I'd jump back in by sharing what I cooked last week. Today, we are making Korean seafood pancake, hamuljeon. This is something I started to cook more recently. I like using frozen seafood medley. It saves a lot of time during the weekdays. I like using a combination of green onions and garlic chives for my pancake, and I learned that if I only use tempura mix for the batter, the pancake turns out crispier. I also watched a lot of Korean blogs use ice cold sparkling water to make the batter. They said it makes it crispier too. So I haven't perfected my batter, and typically I just eyeball the quantities, and it's looking a little thick here, so I actually ended up thinning it out with more water. Another dish I'm making tonight is Korean steamed egg. There are so many different types of steamed eggs. Koreans make theirs on the fire in the earthen pot. Japanese have chawanmushi, and Chinese have similar steamed egg as well. Most of the time, I cook the Korean style steamed egg in the tteokbokki, which is the stone pot I'm using today. I like the Korean style because I only have to clean one pot after dinner, and the tteokbokki is the perfect size just for me and my husband. I'm using salted shrimp to season my eggs today. I love salted shrimp. I think it is really delicious and it adds a ton of flavor to whatever I'm seasoning. Think of salted shrimp as a seasoning and you can use it in everything. I'm spinning a little bit of the eggs over my pancake. I saw a lot of street food vendors in Korea do this, and I think it adds a little bit of fluffiness to the pancake. Today I'm making a meatless Japanese curry. This is a super easy recipe. It doesn't take too long to put together, and I love that there's a lot of leftovers which we can just eat for lunch the next day. I make this with Impossible meat, which you can easily buy from Trader Joe's these days, and it turns out really good. I don't know. I mean, I really enjoy Impossible meat. Let me know if you've tried Impossible meat and what are your thoughts on it. Are you into these fake meat proteins or you think they're weird and gross? This is actually a new weeknight favorite of my husband's. He has been requesting this a lot from me. And I really don't mind making it because it's really yummy and easy to make. I also like the idea of being vegetarian once in a while. So you guys have probably noticed by now that I love eating eggs for dinner. I think eggs are just so versatile. You can do so much with it and it always amplifies any other food that you're eating it with. So today I'm going to try and make a tornado omelet. I've seen a lot of TikToks on this, but I've never actually tried to make it. I'm actually using a carbon steel skillet today, and I'm just hoping that it's not going to stick. So I think it turned out alright. I think it should have been more tornado-y, but it looks okay once I put it over the rice. I'm going to give it a second try for my husband's plate. Okay, so this time I think I just need to spin my pan a lot faster to get more tornadoes before the eggs finish cooking. And I think it looks pretty good right now. It's okay. Kind of saved it. I think my tornado omelet turned out okay. I'd say I probably need more practice to get more pleats in. It's Wednesday and today I actually had to go to see the orthodontist and I didn't feel like I would have enough time to make dinner and decided I would get some street tacos for dinner on the way home. This is definitely my favorite taco spot in LA. Their al pastor is just phenomenal and they are very generous with the amount of al pastor they put on your tacos. Just look at how much meat is on my tacos. I mean, that's a lot of meat on my tacos. And each taco is about $1.50. It's super cheap. So you can get all these condiments from the street taco vendor. My favorite is the pickled red onions, and I also love the avocado sauce. The salsas are also great, but sometimes they can get pretty spicy. Today I'm making a pasta recipe from this cookbook by Yotam Ottolenghi. This pasta recipe isn't your typical pasta recipe. It draws a lot of inspiration from Mediterranean flavors. It uses a harissa paste, which is a red pepper paste, instead of any kind of typical Italian tomato-based sauce. Prosciutto is not in the original recipe, but I love adding it because it helps add a little bit of saltiness to balance the tomatoes. And also, this recipe is actually meatless, and I still love my meat, so I wanted to add some form of meat to it. So this is the harissa paste that I was talking about. It was actually really difficult to find, and I had to order it from Amazon. Did you know that if you soak your shallots or onions in hot water for about a minute, it makes them a lot easier to peel? So you might hear me sniffling a lot because cutting onions and shallots make me cry, and There is nothing I can do to stop it. I've tried all the TikTok tricks, having a towel on the side. You can see I add a towel over here, a wet towel here, and it just doesn't work. I still cry. Like there's just uncontrollable tears coming out of my eyes. So today's dish is actually a recipe that I've been testing out. I haven't quite nailed it yet. The previous times that I have cooked it, it turned out too peppery, and this time it actually came out too spicy. You can see I added a ton of red chilies here. I just didn't expect it to be that spicy. I use red chilies really often, and I think this batch was just an extremely spicy batch. I know this looks like a lot of shallots, but it's going to cook down a lot. And I was also trying to make enough so that we could eat leftovers for lunch the next day. Normally on Friday nights, we would be going out, meeting friends, hanging out in bars, drinking. But since the pandemic, I've been making dinner most of the time, and occasionally we might just get takeout as well. So that's it for this vlog. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'd love to know if you guys like watching these types of videos. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!